Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni continues. And I don't know about you, Winnie, but I feel like this isn't over just yet. That there is more to this than meets the eye. When you think that the case is over, you just find out or hear something else pops up. So I feel like this is so not over on so many levels. Winnie, what do you think?
I also think the same. Like, this is not yet over.
Yeah, there's much, of course, that are coming out, that are, of course, popping out, and we're going to brief you on this 100%. Yeah. Once again, thank you, Winnie, for having me.
Welcome. And today on our Gen segment, we are going to talk about Blake Lively. And I have just a couple of questions as we just discussed the trending. Like,
what's trending,
What's trending. So, I saw a fan account on Instagram, Brian, called Met Gala Official. And they posted a comment after, Blake Lively attended the Met Gala. Somehow, they are claiming that Blake Lively wasn't really invited at the Met Gala. Can you tell us what they said, and is it true?
So they posted a comment with, of course, a picture of Blake Lively at the Met Gala. And here's what they said, and I quote, that according to rumors, Blake Lively was not invited to the Met Gala this year. So she paid over $100,000 to get an invitation and wanted to keep it a secret. So, is this true, yes or no? Typically, many people who go there, celebrities that is, they tend to pay this large amount to attend the Met Gala.
For sure.
However, there are somehow exceptions whereby you can get invited there, whereby you don't have to pay anything. But I also feel like it depends on your status. And right now, the image of Blake Lively is right now in the gutter. Things aren't good. I feel like even this case that she filed against Baldoni somehow, went back hard against her because even the judge dismissed most of her allegations.
The allegations, for sure.
Because she also accused Baldoni of, harassment, and the judge dismissed that. So, honestly, things just haven't been going her way. The point that she's had to settle the case with Baldoni because things haven't gone her way. And honestly, it's taken a huge toll on her reputation because right now, when you even look at what's happening online, things are not going great for her. And even this case of Met Gala, it's clear she wasn't wanted there, but she took herself there because she wants to try and rebuild, be in a place whereby many A-list celebrities are there, and I feel like it just isn't working out for her. It's just not working out for her, one bit. And it's just not working out. What do you think?
I also think like she's trying to get back to the public image,
good graces,
and have like a good PR, but it's facing a lot of backlash. Number one.
Finally, I think you just agreed with me because I thought that you were on Team Justin Baldoni. No. But now you are agreeing with me. I'm even surprised. No, because we were discussing this topic with you, Winnie, a few hours ago, and you were like, I'm Baldoni, and right now you are saying something different. Maybe you came to your realization senses. And you think that indeed that basically this case, even when you hear the facts of the case, the claims made in the case, it's just really, really weird things you've seen. Really, and I feel weird. Like really actually it was Blake Lively who was more so bullying Baldoni allegedly, in my opinion.
Exactly.
Okay? And that's what I've seen kind of happen because when you tell Baldoni, for example, that listen, I'm Khaleesi and I have dragons like the Game of Thrones.
Comment.
I even laughed when I read that comment from Blake Lively. I even kind of really, really laughed basically. Because Taylor Swift is, for example, one of the most popular women on earth. And what's her name again? Blake Lively basically described and said that Taylor Swift is like one of her dragons who protect her, who shield her, and they basically use someone so powerful, so influential, someone with a huge fan base like Taylor Swift to even scare Baldoni. But the thing is, he did not back down. He's someone who never ever backed down, and I feel like that's even why this case has honestly largely tipped to his favor. Even the public opinion is in his favor because I feel like he's more like someone who is not as influential as Blake Lively, and even that's why the public are with him, supporting him, and are like, listen, we are with you, we are with you.
Sure.
We won't let you be bullied by people who are so powerful, having all this money, like Taylor Swift and Blake Lively, and I feel like that's what really happened. Yeah.
And then the reason why she's facing so much backlash in the Met Gala, I saw a video where when celebrities are walking the red carpet at the Met Gala, where people like assist, helping their clothes and all of that, like their costume per se, but
she appeared to be like mean.
Exactly, like she was just alone. Nobody was willing to help her, and oh my god, it was really dramatic to see that.
It was just like that basically, because I feel like the public image right now has gone down the drain. Finally you agree with me, because it's what people are seeing. People are seeing. Yeah.
I came to my senses finally.
Yeah, finally.
So, Brian, there are reported claims that Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni may work together. Despite their dueling
lawsuit against each other.
Exactly. So, Brian, do you think like this can ever happen? Ever now?
There's this media outlets called International Business Times UK that came up with this claim that they may work together. I want to read you just a couple of things that they said.
Okay.
They say that, and I quote, that Baldoni and Blake Lively could still find themselves back on the same film set, with sources claiming that the director is exploring a sequel to It Ends With Us, even as the former co-stars remained locked in a fraught legal battle in New York City. But I must say that I don't agree with what is being said.
Exactly.
I can't see in my head or mind Blake Lively
even
ever
in your
working
dreams
again with the Baldoni, or Baldoni working with Blake Lively, because I feel like this case has been very, very damaging.
A whole year.
It's lasted a long time, as you said, basically. And it's gone on for far too long, and now they have basically settled the case. And even no wonder she felt okay to go to the Met Gala, because I feel like she's trying to repair her reputation and say that, listen, I'm at the end of this. I'm the one who somehow, I'm the one who has won, because, the thing is, Blake Lively's team are trying to claim victory, and they're the ones who won the case. But in truth, really, she didn't really win the case. The case was more like it was a stalemate, basically, for both of them. Whereby now she's trying to get some money from Baldoni, but I think it's going to be very, very difficult to get anything from him, because really, from the moment the judge dismissed her case on sexual harassment against Baldoni, I felt like she had nothing. She had nothing more anymore. And no wonder she had settled the case, which she did, of course, for attending the Met Gala.
Exactly.
But things have gone, in a way whereby it doesn't really favor, Blake Lively, and I feel like no wonder even the public mood right now against her, isn't one, of course, that I would call, good. The public are very angry with her. And that's basically what I see. And I don't see them working together, because I can't talk with someone who's accused me of sexual harassment.
Exactly. Like, what
or
do you
even
mean?
who has sued me for defamation. I would never want to work with that kind of a person. Never.
And the fact that she ruined like the reputation of Justin.
Yeah. Exactly.
And still you want me to work with someone who has ruined my reputation? No,
not possible. Not
possible. So you've talked about the judge, and now this brings us to another question, Brian.
Yeah.
A judge has called out Blake Lively. What has she been stopped from doing? Like, tell us more about that.
So she wants damages, whereby she wants Baldoni to pay for her legal, bills. After, of course, the judge also dismissed Baldoni's case on defamation against Blake Lively. So she wants to get that money from Baldoni. I feel like she wants to claim a victory so bad over Baldoni that she's doing this. So a judge moved to curb Lively's attempt to claim further damages, and say that he won't be accepting any further briefs from Lively's team. That's, of course, what the judge said. So a New York court judge refused to allow Lively to file more briefs as it moves towards a decision on whether she is entitled to legal fees on damages stemming from Baldoni's failed defamation suit against her. So it's all about suing and counter-suing, and for both sides things haven't really gone their way really. But honestly, I would say that I feel like Blake Lively fell in love with Baldoni on set, and the husband got angry, and to maybe to prove to her husband that she didn't fall in love with him, she sued Baldoni, because also even this case has made Ryan Reynolds, the husband, his image it's right now not good,
yeah.
and it's more like an embarrassment to her husband, you know, because of what has happened. And I feel like she's trying to fix things, but honestly, I don't think I don't see how you can come out of this. I just don't see it. I don't.
I personally feel like even people were asking why was she not accompanied by the husband during the
Met Gala. I feel like it's out of frustration, really. It's out of frustration, and because even for her husband, it's embarrassing, really.
Exactly,
to have to see your own wife, you know, even in this case against Baldoni, whereby you're accusing him of harassment, all that stuff. Even for the husband, who also participated, of course, in bringing up Baldoni, it doesn't paint a good image of him. Exactly. That's why they had no choice but to settle the case, because there was nothing further. From the moment that they dismissed the harassment claim, it was over. The case was over and done with.
Over. And now the last question, as we discuss about Blake, do you think that Justin will give in to Blake's demands?
I don't see it. I don't see it, because I know that she wants, you know, for you know, Blake Lively wants Justin Baldoni to be the ones who pay her legal bills. But I don't see it happening one day. It's not going to happen. Not now or ever. I don't see it happening. I feel like you'll keep on fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. So I just, you know, it's better for both sides. Just fix things, settle it privately. But the way it's become so public, I don't think it can even become private. I don't see
anymore.
It happening. I don't see it. There's too much interest in this case. And I feel like it's already damaging on both Baldoni and Blake Lively, but more so Blake Lively more than Justin Baldoni, because I feel like right now the public are in support of Baldoni over Blake Lively because of what they had in court about, you know, what you were saying in text messages to Baldoni. You know, it was so offensive.
And I'm sure like most of the people right now are supporting Justin.
Yeah, exactly. Even I feel like Blake Lively also has lost her friendship with Taylor Swift because of the things that were said, you know, in court. Because I don't think that I, as one of the biggest stars in the world, want to be described as, you know, someone's, you know, kind of bodyguard.
For sure.
by Blake Lively, like how she described Taylor Swift. And Taylor Swift as one of the biggest fan bases in the world. She was one of the biggest, you know, fan bases in the world. So really, I don't think that things are really going great for Blake Lively.
And also like so during even the court hearing, how videos of so many, like the internet never forgets, videos surface online like
of her being mean,
and I mean
the image is already bad,
damaged,
completely damaged. Thank you so much, Winnie, for having me.
And we will cover about this story
even more often because it's ending, but we'll see what we can come up with. We'll see what we can find and brief you even more on this story. So if you're interested, can you please like, subscribe, and support this wonderful community. As I said, also we'll be discussing every single thing that we of course find, even any trending topics on politics, whatever. We'll discuss everything, you and me. We'll discuss everything together. So thank you so much, Winnie, for having me, and of course, may God bless you so much.
And you're welcome. And you have come to the end of our joint segment. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We'll be trying more other diverse topics, so please stay tuned, continue subscribing, and we will see you on the next video.
And please comment.
And comment for sure. So
thank you, of course, and goodbye.